Okay, hello everyone. Today is Memorial Day, I believe. Um, and I've had a couple of you guys ask me to do a regular garden tour, not just a shorts garden tour. I haven't been doing those a lot because a lot of people weren't watching them. Um, and so I kind of felt like I was talking to myself. And that's not really a good feeling a lot of the times. So, if you want to see more of those, just, like this video, watch this video. Comment what your favorite flower is or plant that I have here, and let's just get started. So here at the door you can see my oak leaf hydrangea, this guy, and this one down here is flowering already. He's gotten a lot of growth on him though this year, because last year it was like really low to the ground. And then I did just cut back my dappled willow here. It had a few canes that were just really big, and it didn't look good, like as a whole, as a plant, like the shape of it. So we got the dappled willow there. So you come out here and we've got Tina and the air plants, and then we've got a little like, here's my sugar daddy. I've been really obsessed with the way these taste lately, but it's the sugar baby daddy. Okay, but anyway, we have some larkspur here growing, and this grass right here is cat grass. It is a, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. It's just a cat grass. I got some there, I got some there, and right next to Tina. And then behind Tina, we've got a cut down lemon balm. Of course, I cut down all the lemon balm because it was growing rapidly, way bigger than anything else, and it was like shading other things out. Okay, so let's start over here in this bed. We've got Shasta daisies. We have got white diamond yarrow right here. This is a blue flax. Behind the blue flax is a carrot. And then we've got bee balm and echinacea. Sorry for the dog. The neighbor just lets her dog sit outside and bark all day, so that's fun. That's fun for me. And then we've got a larkspur, some alyssum. We have got, look, my little cacti. He's growing two little friends. And then of course we've got some various sedums that I found growing on the side of the road. So, because you remember, I am in zone 7A. I'm in basically a temperate rainforest where we don't have very harsh winters, so it stays pretty warm basically all year. Where that kind of stuff can grow, the sedums and the cactuses. Like, I left this guy outside all winter. I just covered him with some leaf mulch, and he came back. So all the sedums usually come back. They do really good in my area, obviously. We've got the aloe vera, some more larkspur, calendula, strawberry blonde calendula. Then we've got my donkey tail sedum out here, or sedum, I think that is sedum. He's out here just chilling. We've got some, the phlox is looking bad, but here we've got my lemon verbena plant coming back. And let's see, I've got a fuchsia plant here. The creeping Jenny also comes back in my area. We've got creeping Charlie that just decided to plant itself there. God, that dog is so annoying. We've got a Chinese witch hazel. And look, you guys, it's getting flowers. It's starting to bloom. I planted one last year on the other side of my garden over there, but it quickly died. It did not like that spot. So here's the shade garden. I'm not going to go over every single plant because that is just, it's exhausting. It's too much to go over every single little plant. New things I have put in though are these beautiful begonias. And this guy right here, I can't remember what his name is though. Okay, so we've got some bee balm, my hibiscus, dahlia coming up, little tiny dahlia, and look at my nasturtiums, whatever you want to say. Look how gorgeous they look. These are the dwarf jewel. I think they're the jewel tones. Last year, these are different than the ones I grew last year. The ones I grew last year, they were much brighter green. And I like these ones better. I like the deep green with the red. Very satisfying to look at. We've got chives. And then over here, this bed, you can see our, what is this guy called? Monarda, I think. No, not Monarda. This is a butterfly weed, or whatever it's called, butterfly plant. Look how beautiful the blooms are. They're so cute and bright orange. We got lots of gladiolus, lots of larkspur in this bed. Lots of Chinese forget-me-nots. Yes, the birds are mad at me because I have not bought them seed in like a week or so, and they're pissed off. Down here from seed starting, we've got a carrot. And we've got lots of, what are these guys called? Cardinal, flower vine, snapdragons down here, some more carrot. Look at this beautiful winter or summer savory. I can't remember which one it was, winter or summer. But look how gorgeous. It's like taken really well to this spot. Our foxgloves are still going. This guy is tall as hell. Something's going on. Last week I sat out here and got some amazing pictures of the bees in the foxgloves. Down here, see, look, the bees right here. They love the foxglove, and I love to watch them. They go in the little tube, and they kind of like just let themselves fall out of it. It's really funny. You can see the pollen just sitting there on that little end flower. Anyway, we've got this is some bronze fennel. That guy's been there for a couple years. Larkspur growing back in here, along with some echinacea and some columbine. We got some blue queen salvia down here. The bees also really love this plant. We've got the mugwort back there. We've got these beautiful coreopsis right here. Just kind of flanking the hall. I'm going to be calling this the Hall of Echinacea, because it is slowly turning into a Hall of Echinacea, because we've got this here. Jaxie, don't you go pee in my garden. We've got these echinacea here getting ready to come out and be beautiful. Okay, so let's look at it from this way. Oh, we didn't go over this part right here. We got bee balm, larkspur, daisy, echinacea. I do these repeat plantings because, one, it makes your garden look really good when you do repeats of something instead of just having like one or two. If you have a bunch of them. And this is something I learned from watching other gardeners and listening to other gardeners, is like, if you want to make an impact and have something look really beautiful, have a bunch of it everywhere. Like, have a bunch of, instead of having one echinacea plant, I've got fucking 20. And the echinacea, I tend to let things naturalize that the bees like. So like the Monarda, the daisies, and the echinacea, foxgloves. And it's not just the bumblebees that I cater to. I cater to wasps, all different sizes of bees, from the very clunky, very big carpenter bee all the way down to the itty bitty 1 centimeter or 1 millimeter size bees. I cater to them all. That's why I plant so many different types of flowers. Okay, so let me quit blabbing. Of course, we've got look how beautiful all that sedum is. I've got it mixed with alyssum. I've got a catmint in there. I've got a liatris. I've got some alliums. But yeah, this sedum is just really pretty. And right now, especially because it's got its summer color, where it's like this pink, reddish pink purple. We've got my 3 little lemon trees. Okay, over here, I'm not going to go plant by plant because this video is going to be too long because my garden's too big. So these are the Peruvian daffodils that I planted earlier this year. You can see all my little violas, my little pansies. This little spot over here is my favorite because it's got all the different sizes and colors. Oh, it's just so beautiful. We've got my little hens and chicks down in here. We've got some peas, garlic, my Rose of Sharon. You can see how big she's gotten. She's put on a lot of growth this year, and she had a baby. Oh, you're a mother, Rose of Sharon. We got some nigella in here. We've got some sage. I love the sage. And in my area, that sage is an evergreen. It stays alive all year. We've got tomatoes, lots of tomatoes this year. Only a couple cotton plants. But we have this giant Himalayan larkspur. Y'all, this thing is like 4 feet tall. And look how many arms it has. I mean, as compared to like the regular larkspur, right next to it, you can see the size difference. And the flower difference is really big too. But these colors on these larkspur are beautiful. Jaxie? We had, it rained all day yesterday and all night last night, so everything is looking really lush. You can see my 2 little evergreens here. This is the Blue Point Juniper and the the Carolina Sapphire Cypress, this guy. You can see how big they've gotten. And in between them, we've got some liatris, some more larkspur, some amaranth, oregano, calendula, yarrow. Got a lot packed in this little bed, which I'm going to have to end up moving because these guys are getting big at an enormous rate. Okay, so let's go up here. Let me show you else what I've got. And let me show you this side view. See the cats? They love that cat grass. They just eat it all the time. Oh, it's a barley grass. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to remember. Barley. So in this bed, we've got the valerian. We've got St. John's wort. We've got these little guys that I planted. Can't remember what they were. We've got rosemary I planted, some verbenas. We got more butterfly weed. We've got calendula. We've got more blue queen salvia, oregano, yarrow, pansies, parsley, patchouli, right there, patchouli, and pink lavender. Look at the little cute pink lavender. So cute. So yeah, this valerian, you guys, is pretty tall. It's about 4 feet tall as well. And these little flowers, they just stay on these, they just keep flowering. Yeah, it's doing really, really well. Over here, this is my little bed that I took up a row of these stones, and you can see I put them all over the garden. But yeah, I planted these up with snapdragons and alyssum, snapdragons, alyssum, and some forget-me-nots, some potatoes. We've got my black lace elderberry doing really well right here. We've got more patchouli. I did plant some squash plants right here. Please, Jenkins. We got strawberry, echinacea, all this. You could see my beautiful, look how big my magnolia tree is getting. Oh, so beautiful. We've got my skull cap over here. So, skull cap, gotta be mindful of this guy when I mow. All the grasses I'm letting grow because they're just really beautiful. So up here, I have put in a bunch of dahlias. So this one, and then I put another one right here. Of course, we've got the gladiolus. The yucca is just getting their bloom stalks. And then we've got this Rosa Sharon that was here. This little crab apple. Poppies. Got our first squash with our first flower on it the other day. That is growing so quickly. Our elephant ear. My summer wine 9-bark. So when Mark filled my head with lies, I don't know, a couple years ago, I filled my head with lies about moving into his house with him. I got really excited and I started digging up my garden and moving it to his house because, you know, I thought I was moving over there. And of course that turned out to be total bullshit. And I left this plant, the summer wine 9-bark, over at his house for far too long, and I finally got it back. It's struggling because it's not used to a full sun spot, which was where it needed to be at his house, and it was mostly in the shade. And yeah, summer wine 9-bark needs full sun. So here we are. We got gladiolus, wallflower, amaranth, dahlias, daisies, dianthus, and then right here, this is my project I've been doing. We have got the Hall of Yuccas. This is the Hall of Yuccas because we've got yucca. We've got yucca there, we've got a yucca there. And I accidentally cut this one down, and actually, you guys, it regenerated at such a quick speed, okay? I'm going to do a separate video for my front yard because this video is already too long. And I talk too much. So you can see my my meadow is kind of just trying to recover from all the rain, but it looks so beautiful right now. And then up here in this little spot that I've carved out, I got dahlias and amaranth growing. And then this little spot here, I do have tomatoes and a few other things, potatoes and some other stuff trying to get started. And yeah, down here, this little area, we've got my raspberries that the deers keep getting, which is why I've got all this contraption stuff around it. So yeah, that is the back garden. Oh, and of course we've got the sky is in bloom. Smells divine. The bees love it. And I leave these pokeweed up because the deer eat pokeweed leaves. And so it kind of acts as a barrier and a food source, you know, so they like eat the pokeweed and, you know, because they come from up here and they walk down into my garden. And so my hope with leaving the pokeweed up, because like literally you hardly see it. People mow like their freaking life depends on it in this area. They just mow and mow and mow and mow. They mow everything. And that takes away a lot of habitat and food sources for the local animals. And so my hope is, with leaving this up, is that by the time the deer get down into my garden, that their bellies are already a little bit full, and so they don't take everything that I've got. Oh, I didn't show you this little spot right here with the alyssum and the borage and the 5-spot and the nigella, some little nigella. Yes, this is a really nice little spot. But yeah, this is my garden this year, guys. My back garden. The front garden, there's so much more stuff. So I really hope you guys come back for part 2 of the front garden. And yeah, I love you all so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.